Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Barbeno's World. Once again, I have been really busy trading with all of my librarians in here. And yeah, I've got myself one shulker box full of bows and 5 shulker boxes filled with different enchanted books. And yeah, that's right, I want to make myself a full shulker box of enchanted bows, maxed out enchanted bows. And yeah, I'm gonna use the infinity enchantment this time, and since that is an enchantment that's incompatible with mending, I have to get a bunch of them because they will actually run out and eventually break. So that's why we've got 5 shulker boxes of books. I'm gonna bring my books all the way over to my Enderman Farm, where I can start combining all of the books to build up my bows. Watch how fast I can go through from the Nether to the End Dimension with my new portal room. And yeah, now we're here, we can go down to the Enderman Farm. And the reason I need to be here at my Enderman Farm is because making all of these bows is going to take a lot of XP. Alright, I've got my whole setup here. I've put away all of my items in this chest, and I've got everything sorted. Here's my shulker box of bows, and here are all the enchanted books. The first thing I want to do is combine the Power 5 books with the Unbreaking 3 books. And I have to do this in a specific order. I need to put Power 5 and then Unbreaking 3, because if I put Unbreaking 3 and then Power 5, it costs 5 levels rather than 3. So yeah, I just need to keep doing this, like this, and go through all of my books. Well, there goes 80 levels, but at least I finished with the shulker box of combined enchanted books. Now it's time to combine these 3 books. So we have Flame, Punch, and Infinity. I'm not sure what the cheapest way of doing this is, but yeah, I'll check. Alright, it looks like the way to go is combining Punch and Flame, because that only costs 2. Now we've just got to combine these Punch 2 and Flame books with the Infinity books in here. And this costs me 5 levels for each book. According to my tests, the most efficient way of doing this now is enchanting the bows with both of the books. So first we put the bow in, and then we add this book. And then once we've enchanted it like that, I need to add this book. And yeah, that's the most efficient way of doing it in terms of XP. But if I'm going to get all of these bows done, I'm going to need to spend a lot of time grinding at the Enderman Farm. It's finally done, my shulker box full of maxed out bows. And yeah, I also renamed all of them to Barbeno. Each of these bows took a total of 40 levels to enchant, which adds up to over 1,000 levels for all of the bows. And yeah, I never could have done this if I wasn't AFKing at, or not AFKing, but right here at the Enderman Farm, killing the Enderman as I went. Because yeah, that was a really good strategy for getting XP quickly. Let's test out one of my brand new Barbeno bows on these sheep. Nice, it one-shots them. I'm pretty sure if it's fully charged up, it can one-shot most hostile mobs and passive mobs. I'm not sure what I think about switching to infinity bows rather than mending bows, but hopefully it's going to be fine, especially seeing as I have a shulker box full of them. So when they break, I can just replace them. Let's store all of my extra Barbeno bows in this chest in my castle. That was fun, but now I need to go back to working on the villager area that I said I would do this episode. Here's the next trading hall I want to build, and this one's for the masons. We've got a bunch of masons in here, and here's what I want it to look like. I want it to have just a bunch of the different stone variations, some iron bars, and some iron trapdoors with end rods above them for lighting. And for this trading hall, I don't think I need it to be as large as the librarian one, which was 38 villagers, I think. I think I want to make this one 20 villagers, so about double the size of the example one I have here. Because, yeah, masons are pretty useful, still probably the second most useful villager, but I don't need so many of them. I'm down here at my diamond mine to grab some stone for the build, and this place is actually massive. Just like take a look at this. Wow. Anyways, this should be enough stone. Crafty, 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 craft, 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 smelt, and build. Alright, I'm completely done with this new trading hall, and it looks super nice. It's basically the same as I showed you in creative, but I put all the redstone in, and we have some light gray stained glass up there to stop the villagers from escaping when they get ejected. In here, it looks pretty nice. I think the iron bars at the back here are a very nice touch. If you saw my video 2 episodes ago, you already know how this works, but basically, what it does is it ejects the villager into the next remaining slot. So when a villager goes onto the pressure plate down there in the trading cell, it deactivates this activator rail and it stops the next villager from getting ejected, which means they would go into the second slot, just slowly filling up the trading hall all the way around. Let's have a quick test just to make sure it's working. So yeah, let's just head forwards on this rail, and we'll get spat out the front of the building. And we're going into the trading hall now, and yeah, we got ejected right there. This happened to me last time, and it should be fine. All that's left to do now is to get all of the villagers into place, but it's pretty simple. You probably know the deal by now. All we have to do is... oh no. What happened? It's pretty simple. All we have to do is trade with the mason one time to lock in his trades, and yeah, then we can zombify him like this. And now we can cure him with the splash potion of weakness. And oh, we need a golden apple. Can we make it in time? Nice, he started curing. Now we need to splash him with fire resistance and send him off in the minecart. Send him off in the minecart. Nice. Okay, he went into the first spot. I'm just going to go ahead and do this with all of the other villagers, because you probably don't want to see me do this over and over again. With the masons, we don't actually have to do any of the fancy trade swapping, because they're always the same, I think. And if they're not, it doesn't really matter to me. All the villagers are in actually, and that was quite a speed run. I even had enough time to trade with all of them to get them all up to master level, or most of them up to master level, I think. Some of them are still expert, but yeah, I traded them a bunch. I got a bunch of bricks. I also got a bunch of quartz pillars and quartz blocks. And I was finally able to finish up these pillars, which go all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. Such a waste of quartz, but I wasn't going to be happy until I finished it. As I said before, masons are probably my second favorite villager to buy stuff from, because they've got so many really nice building blocks that you can get super easily without grinding or crafting. So yeah, that's really nice. But now that we've got done 2 of these trading halls, I think I still have time for one more. And I think that's probably going to be for my third favorite villager. And yeah, that's got to be the Cleric, because they trade redstone, pretty good way of getting redstone, and also a bunch of other nice stuff that I can't remember at the moment. Oh yeah, bottles of enchanting, lapis lazuli, maybe some other stuff. I don't have a design for the Cleric hall yet. I've already planned out the librarian one and the mason one before I built it. So yeah, I want to plan this one out in creative as well before I start building in survival. I really like this color scheme for it. We have the red nether bricks, the normal nether bricks, probably some red wool or carpets, gold, and lanterns. So yeah, I'll try building up a trading hall around these blocks. I want to make the floor out of the normal nether brick, and I also want to add some stairs to give it a bit of texture, just like I did in my librarian trading hall. Also, I want to see if this looks good with some gold in the middle. Maybe I can also cover it up with the red carpets, kind of like what I did in my castle. I'm not sure why I always build stuff out of such expensive materials, but yeah, all of this gold is going to take me ages to collect. And collecting all of this red nether brick is also going to take ages. Like, what am I doing? But yeah, I finished with the design. I think it looks pretty good. So let's start collecting those resources. I think I'm going to quickly set up a temporary Netherwart Farm so I can grow up a bunch of warts to make my red nether bricks. And I'll just plop it here in the middle of the ocean. So I've spent a few hours AFKing at my gold farm and also harvesting some warts from the farm behind me. And I've got a bunch of resources that should be enough to build the trading hall for the clerics. And here's what I have. I have a bunch of nether bricks, some blocks of gold, and yeah, some more nether bricks. That's about it. And also I'll grab some redstone. And I think it's time for another time lapse. Oh yeah, I also forgot about the glass. I'm gonna need a bunch of that, and I'll dye it red. There we go. 9 stacks of red glass. I think every time I make one of these, I get a little bit faster at it, and this one only took me about 45 minutes to build, which is pretty good. But yeah, I think this one actually is probably my favorite one in terms of like looks, and yeah, I especially like how it turns from the dark nether brick to the red nether brick here, And also I made the pressure plates out of gold, which isn't the most practical, but looks pretty nice as well. Once again, I do want to give it a quick test before I start with the villagers, so let's do that now. Nice. This always happens, but as I said, it always ends up working out. Well, this time I did actually make a mistake. The minecart ended up getting stuck, so I'll fix that. All I need to do is get this minecart out of here and add some levers. Here, and we don't need one here just for symmetry. Clerics need brewing stands to work at, so I'm gonna go grab some blaze rods from my old blaze farm. This blaze farm is actually rubbish. You basically need fire resistance to use it because the blaze can actually see you. But these days in 1.16 you can actually make really nice easy blaze farms, so I might be doing that soon. Alright, now that I've got all of the brewing stands in, you can see how the texture of the brewing stand with like the blaze rod in it looks really nice with the gold. I've stocked up on a bunch of potions. I've got some fire resistance potions and some weakness potions for doing the villagers. And I even got some more golden apples, so that should be enough to go through all of the cleric villagers without stopping to restock, which is what slowed me down last time. First villager in on camera, because he's special. Oh no, oh my god, it was a fail. They actually tend to fail a lot, and when that happens, I've got a whole system in place to fix it. Go down. Nice. All of the clerics are the same, or at least mostly the same, so we don't have to do any swapping for them. We can just trade for some redstone, and that should lock them in. Oh man, he failed again. A double fail. This is bad luck. No, no. Let's give it one more try. Yeah, that's good. Now let's do that 19 more times to fill up the entire cleric trading hall. Something very weird just happened to me. I was going about my business collecting a bunch of clerics for the trading hall, and I noticed that my villager breeder stopped, and yeah, I went up to check if everything was okay, and I noticed that yeah, both of the villagers are in here. They are fine, but this guy was gone for some reason, so I was actually like really annoyed about it, so I just quit the game, and then I came back the next day, and he's just back all of a sudden. It's so weird. I'm pretty sure there's a weird glitch that sometimes happens where mobs like appear to despawn, but then they come back when you relog. But it's really weird because the villager breeder also stopped when it happened. Anyways, I think I'm just going to wait for a while to get some more villagers spread up, and then I can just keep getting clerics in. Dude, look at these guys' pants. They're so funny. They literally don't fit him at all. That was a very long and frustrating process, but I'm happy to announce that I've gotten all of the cleric villagers in. Finally. Let's go check all of them out in our new red cleric trading hall. And yeah, as you can see, we've got all 20 of them in. Some of them are still dezombifying, but that's okay. And each of them hasn't been leveled up at all because I just finished doing this and I'm kind of sick of dealing with villagers. But these clerics are going to be really great for trading redstone with. For now, cleric villagers I think are my main source of redstone, even though I do technically have a witch farm, which is a good way of getting redstone, but mine's kind of slow and I don't have much time to AFK at it. So yeah, we'll probably be using these cleric villagers to get redstone, lapis, and XP bottles. Did I mention I really like this trading hall design? Now that I have gotten all 3 of these villager trading halls in that I wanted to build, I think it's time for a really big important moment. And that big moment is the day that I can finally get rid of this repulsive villager breeder and trading hall that I built way back in the day. I think it's probably like in the first week that I created this world, I built these, and they've been here ever since, and they're just really annoying. They get in the way. It's super annoying to walk around it if I'm going from the pyramid over to the other place. Like, look, it's super hard to get through because, yeah, I want to get rid of it. And as part of getting rid of it, I'm going to need a bucket of lava. It's time to say goodbye to all of the villagers in the breeder. Hopefully I don't burn anything down. Oh, that was fast. Dude. We can take care of the rest of the villagers with the traditional method. You know, just using the old axe. Now we can finally get rid of this. And yeah, glass is a pain to mine, so I think I'll grab some TNT for it. Goodbye. Wow. This is really refreshing, but also a little bit sad because I just destroyed one of the first builds from this world. But yeah, it was pretty ugly, and now we have a really nice open spot that we can maybe build something else or just leave open so that we can walk around more easily. Also, I was going to get rid of this thing, but I'm going to spare the villagers for now because that's enough violence for one episode. Also, it takes a really long time to break glass. Anyways, guys, I think that's it for today's episode. Yeah, it was a lot of grindy work, but I'm happy it's all done. And in the next episode, I have some really epic stuff planned. So, yeah. I can't wait for that. See ya.